The Glam Factor.
You have a wardrobe full of stuff, clothes and clothes, but nothing to wear? Anna Bay is promising a solution with her online course. Anna Bay can change it. Or does she? Well, she has offered a new course, and today we are going to take a look at her workshop. It's called The Elegant Stylist, and there's a free workshop to that. I haven't watched it yet. We are going to watch it together and review it, and then decide if it's worth the money or not. And then we can discuss together if it's worth it or not, if we should enroll or should not. Because if you're here on my channel, because if you're watching my channel where it's all about glamour and femininity, then probably you're also very familiar with Anna Bay's channel. Probably very likely because she is like 100 billion times bigger than my channel. So let's review it together. Get something nice to drink. I have iced coffee. Do you want a sip? Do you want to try? Cold iced tea with protein powder. Here, have some. So you can follow along with a nice cooling beverage on this Sunday, because there's not so much time left for the enrollment. I think it closes on Sunday, so today. Hopefully this video is not too late. We will see. So let's start with the workshop. In case you haven't seen this video, you don't want to search the internet, I will link her channel or her video, of course, on my description box. So enough for the intro. Oh, by the way, my name is Mia from the Glam Factor. I always forget to introduce myself, so hello if you're new here. And let's start.
So, my dear elegant ladies, welcome to today's exclusive and unique style training. So in today's workshop, I'm going to reveal some style truths that they don't want you to know. And ladies, there is a reason to why you...
Quick note, who's they? Style secrets they don't want you to know. Who's they? She doesn't say it. I hope she says it. Who's they?
have a closet full of clothes, but you feel like you have nothing to wear.
So who's hiding the things?
And I want to help you with this. I want you to fix this after today's workshop. And we're gonna dive into what you can do to fix that.
Okay, so as for the intro, I think she can even help us today. I think she's like selling a course after this free workshop, because it's like a proper marketing thing to like offer you a free workshop and then sell you a real course. But as she promises, we can help ourselves today and be better than they. So let's see if she delivers her promise to like help us today.
But
maybe if it's good, then I will film also a closet declutter, maybe, because I really want to declutter again, because I don't know, I have too much stuff and I want to like streamline everything for spring, but I haven't got the time. But enough, let's continue.
before we go into those details, let me first introduce myself, because we always have a few new ladies with us, and I need to tell you that I am Anna Bay, and I am the educator in the space of classic fashion, modern elegance, but also personal development. And I have accumulated this large online following over the years, where, wow, millions of women at this point have taken part of my content, but also many have joined my online school, where I coach women to become the best version of themselves. And one of the things that I'm specialized in teaching is actually style, as I am a certified image consultant and color consultant, and I was trained in London on this. So
that's fine that she says that she has like a degree and it's like proper from a real stylist, I think. And I always like the fact if somebody can back it up. Say like, here is an online course. Sometimes it's also like practice and training. I like her fashion content, and I like her Instagram page with her outfits, but I think sometimes it could be better. So I really like her style, although for example this outfit is nice, but I don't know if it looks super elegant. I like the polo shirt, but I don't like the rib structure. I think it would be a bit more elegant if it wouldn't be ripped, the material. But I think her hair and her makeup look super chic and elegant. Her like nice dainty jewelry really looks very expensive. And I think she colored her hair because I think it was a little bit lighter, and I think this suits her amazingly. Really like complements her colors and everything. Nicely done.
Making this knowledge accessible for women internationally online. However, before that, I actually had to educate myself on fashion and style, and I went through a decade of my own personal trial and errors.
And let's have a look on the pictures. Oh, that is true a transformation. Yeah, to be honest, like everybody has like mistakes like that, for sure, in their 20s. I also have pictures where so terrible. I wore like very terrible things in my past. Maybe I will do a video on that. If you're interested, let me know. But she looks very elegant in the right picture with the white thing and the Hermes Kelly bag. Looks really nice. I also like that she picked like a bright bag to a very simple white color outfit. Amal Clooney also does it, so if you want to have a style analysis on her hair, on Amal Clooney, that's somewhere in here, I will link it. So I really like this fag that she does it as well, and that's quite a transformation, so well done.
I really tried to figure out myself, my style, and literally just trying to improve myself and the way I dressed. So if we look at my style, it has gone through.
Let's have a look, yeah, like with a tank top. And now in this like elegant linen shirt dress. It's quite a transformation. So I think she can really show that she can like upgrade herself to the next level.
The massive transformation.
Oh, she did upgrade herself to the next level.
Because I used to be the plain Jane. I used to be the one with average.
What's a plain Jane? Plain Jane. Is it like a common thing for her? Like to tell somebody plain Jane? What if somebody's name is Jane? That's so mean! Plain Jane. That sounds funny. Oh, I also heard her say average Joe. It's quite funny that she has like this personas. Maybe I should also do that. Elegant Emma. Like, do you want to become an elegant Emma? From a plain Jane to an elegant Emma. And you don't have to change your name, or I don't know. Maybe that would be funny course.
Appearance who always felt invisible wherever she went. And I used to be incredibly fascinated by women, you know, those women who always look so incredibly well put together and sophisticated. And you know, I used to always feel like such a...
Actually, her pictures are pretty nice. Like, she's telling us like outfit, or showing us outfits from similar styles. So I mean, here you see her wearing a boat neck and some shorts, like a mini dress, and there she has like a midi dress. But the left picture isn't so clear. If you would wear this dress, maybe a bit longer, or like maybe with different shoes, because I don't think it looks super bad. I mean, okay, she's not so refined and everything, but it's also a very crowded place. The bag is not pretty nice. And the flip-flops are horrible, but the top, I mean, looks very similar to back then. So if she would take this outfit on a proper, better lighting, maybe it wouldn't be so bad.
You know, gray mouse compared to these women. So it kind of inspired me to try and crack the formula. What is it that they do that make them look that amazing? And guess what? I did crack the formula. And thanks to that, thanks to me realizing what the formula was, I developed a system for myself, which I call the X-ray vision.
The X-ray vision, so you see they'll be ready naked. So it's nice that she cracked the formula. I'm very curious what the formula is. No, but she does it very nice. I mean, I like that she's like explaining everything and that she's showing pictures of her past. That's pretty good.
And this is actually something that I'm teaching in my style and fashion course. And this X-ray vision, it is actually something that I use myself still today. And it has become this kind of rinse and repeat system that I apply to look my best, but to also understand what I should be wearing and how I can kind of recreate styles. You know, if I find something inspirational of someone wearing something nice, I know how to put something together, make it look really good on myself, something similar.
Sounds interesting.
And you know that the reason to why I wanted to organize today's workshop is because I was seeing how many of you ladies, you keep telling me that you are frustrated with styling yourself because you're not always understanding. Is this garment elegant? Does it work for me or does it not? And maybe you're also feeling quite overwhelmed and confused by not having that clarity, you know, knowing exactly how to make yourself look your best. And this is actually the reason to why I wanted to create today's workshop, to explain to you once and for all why we have these problems and how we can fix them. But please know, ladies, regardless of where you are at your style journey right now, whether you care or don't care about styling, I think we all kind of know deep down how important it is for us women to look our best.
And yeah, she has some very good points. I mean, nowadays almost everybody has like a huge closet and everything, and she has really nice points. But we feel better, we have a lot to choose from, and yeah, I hope there is a bit more substance in this free workshop. And her marketing strategy is really good, so she really first shows us the problem, what we have, and
it's important, you know, from the perspective, because when we feel we step into our element of, you know, dressing well, being put together, it really raises our energy.
Yeah, that's true. I also feel that, like, if I'm dressed up and feel nicely and I'm dressed elegant, you automatically feel better than compared to the days where you just in your jogging pants or PJs, haven't washed your hair and you just feel horrible. And the second thing with a full closet, it's also true. I mean, nowadays garments are so incredibly cheap and you're always bombarded with hauls and everything, and yeah, you end up with a wardrobe where you are not so sure. I want to change that with my channel as well. So I have hauls that are mini tiny, but the main reason I started this channel is the what to wear when. I will link the place somewhere here where you can like interchange things and don't buy so much, so you can really stretch out your wardrobe, have like a tiny wardrobe and pick and choose wisely. So what I understand from now is that her course is more focused on how to inspect if the garment fits to you, to your body and to shape and color and stuff like that, but we're only 4 minutes in and I'm rambling a lot, so let's have a look.
A positive way. You know, it boosts us with confidence and it really makes us feel like we're on top of this world. And I'm sure you have at some point, you know, put on this really killer outfit where you feel like, you know what, in this outfit, I feel like I'm gonna conquer this world as I walk through the day. And ladies, that's how I want you to feel every single day, because it's such a strong...
Yeah, that's true. Like, I mean, there's nothing better. There's no better feeling when you like wake up and if you're dressed nicely every day, you have more opportunities, kind of. You are like quick to go if somebody texts you and say like, hey, there's this event, do you want to go? If you are already dressed up and your hair is like almost like more or less nicely and you have like a bit of makeup, you're more likely to say yes and to grab the opportunities than, for example, on days where you're just like with disgusting hair and no makeup and everything. You just almost want to get dressed and like shower again and wash your hair. Because you shower, you don't want to say that, but you know, like sometimes you have like this bad headaches, and there's a lot of truth. I mean, you are more likely to feel better, to grab more opportunities if you are feeling nicely every day.
sense of empowerment that we can get from just clothes.
Empowerment.
Like, it's such a shame not to utilize this tool in our everyday life. And then we also have the kind of other aspect and the brutal, honest truth, and that is, well, the better your personal brand is, the better opportunities are going to come your way. And you can love this fact or you can hate this fact, but unfortunately, we're never really going to be able to escape this fact because of how humans are wired on a psychological, subconscious.
Yeah, that's also true. But I think also clothes have a lot of impact on how people are viewing you, especially if you like start a new job or like entering a new, I don't know, hobby or something. Like you can model the expectation people have about you a lot. But not only clothes, I think also your body. If you're extremely overweight, like there's always a message. Or like how your skin looks. If you break out a lot, people might assume like that your diet is not healthy, if your hair is a mess. So not only clothes, in my opinion, it's the all-over appearance you have. So if your appearance is, if for example you can wear the best clothes, but if your appearance doesn't match up, or these little details don't match up, like as your nails are chipped and you are not so nicely groomed, that gives away a lot. And the second thing I think is very important is the attitude. Even if you're dressed to perfection, if you're rude to somebody, to the waitress, or just like overall your vibe is bad, then you can wear what you want. But of course, if you are dressed horribly with like joggers and anything in a nice place, that ruins it all over. So she has some good points. Let's continue.
Better opportunities are going to come your way.
True.
And you can love this fact or you can hate this fact, but unfortunately, we're never really going to be able to escape this fact because of...
Yeah, she's right. I mean, you have no choice. This world is what it is, and you can either play it to your cards, you can play with your cards, and make the best out of it, or you can complain and, I don't know, do nothing about that. So she really, it's true what she says. And I like the fact that she's straight, because a lot of times people are like, no, it's not so bad, and she's like straight in your face and telling you the truth, which sometimes it's good to hear.
How humans are wired on a psychological, subconscious level, because we are wired to read people and communicate with each other non-verbally. So the better you dress, the better people are going to treat you subconsciously. So if you look well put together.
And funny thing about Anna Wintour, she always dresses with the same style. She has like her significant outfits and she rotates all of that. So she doesn't have like a huge wardrobe of red about her. So see, you don't need a lot. You need to subscribe to this channel, so you don't spend a lot of things on clothes and on junk, so you can learn how to mix and match.
See you as more professional, attractive, or even perhaps interesting. And that's going to lead you, ladies, to be able to advance at work, get promoted, get hired. You might be able to attract a better partner or like...
Yeah, with a promoted, I mean, you cannot look frumpy, but that's only one part. Like if you even dress to perfection but your work is not good, I mean, only wearing good clothes on your work will not do the job. You have to also like get in the effort. Same with attract a high caliber partner. Well, if your character is horrible, then you don't... I mean, you maybe will attract it, but you will not keep it. But she... I mean, it's kind of true that people like think a lot of us if we're dressed nicely, but it's not the whole picture.
A high value partner and become more successful in your dating scene. Or you might end up feeling so confident, you know, in your new attire so that you can navigate any social circles and feel like you fit in regardless of where you go. And you're able to attract new people in your life in such way, and you may be even able to now mingle with like really high level people. And you know that I saw this transformation happen in my own life, because when I actually did my style transformation properly and I improved my personal brand, well, guess what happened? I met my husband, my career began taking off, I felt more confident than ever. And of course, many other things than just that.
Yeah, I mean, she has some points. Back to the attracting partner and that she met her husband could be really a thing, because if you're wearing like frumpy things or slutty things, you're not attracting the right people. You're attracting like slimy Tinder swindlers and stuff like that. But if she's dressing a little bit more elegant, feminine, she might send out a different signal to people.
But I want you to know that it's very important that we look our best. Not from a superficial perspective, but because it ties into so many areas of our lives, especially if we want to progress, if we have ambitions, we want to become the best version of ourselves and excel. But you know that in today's climate...
Ooh, that's horrible. What most people are wearing is true. I mean, you see a lot of people like wearing very short things or like jogging pants. I also don't get these like, how to say it, faux pants. I haven't seen them so much on the streets, more on Instagram. But yeah, like, it's reality compared to like the golden 20s or 50s in the world. That was a different vibe, like women dressed elegant and chic, and now we're on that level. Not everybody, like if you're watching my channel or her channel, probably you're also dressing more elegant and chic, feminine, blah blah. But not like that. But this is sadly the reality right now. Which also is not too bad, because then we definitely stand out. Because then definitely people who dress very professional, elegant, we tend to stand out. Sometimes in a good way, sometimes we get asked a lot, oh, where are you going? Why are you dressed up so nicely? Where are you going afterwards? I mean, you can always say like, why are you dressed so down? So see the good part in that.
I feel like, you know, the odds are a little bit against us though.
I wouldn't say that.
And if we just start with the mere fact that in the last, I would say, 7 years, maybe even more, we have been fed with some really difficult mainstream fashion trends. And especially for us who like classic fashion, what has now been considered trendy is everything but classic and elegant, okay? Instead, we have trends that are sporty, trends that are masculine, sexualized trends, and then trends that are just so casual. I would say they're just too casual for what should be considered appropriate.
I mean, also, on the other hand, not everybody wants to be elegant, feminine and chic. There are people who like to be sporty and casual. There's nothing really wrong with that, so I wouldn't say like, you're all against ours. And I mean, people pick and choose. I mean, imagine living in the 50s and you're more like casual and, I don't know, more of a tomboy. Then you would have it harder to fit in if everybody would wear like dresses and skirts and you hate it. Versus now it's more accepted, dressing how you want. I mean, even if some people would look down, you don't have problems finding your circle. And like, for example, in YouTube you can find almost hundreds of channels for every niche. Like if you're tomboy, if you're elegant, if you want to be sporty, if you are short and sporty, or like hundreds of things. So I think, yes, it's more difficult to pick and choose if you want to be elegant. But on the other hand, if you want to be casual, you also have a thing. So for everything, for every style you want to where there is a niche nowadays. So I wouldn't think, I would see it as a nice thing. You can be truly whoever you want to be now, versus 50 years ago you don't really have a choice. So that's just my sense.
So as a result, classic styles have been considered frumpy.
Is it frumpy? I haven't heard of that somebody would call us frumpy. I mean frumpy, let's Google what frumpy means. Maybe I have a wrong perception of frumpy. Frumpy German. That's Chinese. English. Altbacken. So it's more frumpy, she means more old school. I don't know, is it? I don't agree with that. So if you see people like Meghan Markle, for example, or Amal Clooney, I don't think somebody would call them old-fashioned. But let's see.
The last decade, I would say, and even feminine styles, they have been, considered anti-feminist and truly frowned upon. And then,
Okay, I agree with that. In like the 50s, if you wore a miniskirt, for example, then you like fought for feminism and fought for your rights and everything. And nowadays it's more the opposite. So if you dress feminine, you are like against the feminine movement. And I mean, nowadays it's more viewed as you're too weak if you're a woman, or everybody wants to be a girl boss. Like, some people don't want to be that. Some people want to be a homemaker, and that's fine. But nowadays it's so extreme with the media, with like the feminist movement. And now if you wear like a mini skirt, you're like, now everybody has to be like in jeans and fighting for rights, for equality. What if they don't want? Not everybody wants to be like the CEO of something. That's stressful. Some people want to be a homemaker. That's okay. But yeah, sometimes there's a lot of attacks. Like, even on my channel, I'm a smaller channel, and people are sometimes writing rude comments. I mean, YouTube is like sometimes not showing the comments, so I see them for a brief second and then YouTube deletes them, but it's quite extreme sometimes. People need to chill.
Boring or stuck up or overdressed.
I mean, I don't really mind to get like also hate comments, but some people really need to chill. Another thing, for example, if you scroll down to her comments, she also gets a lot of hate, and I don't think that's a nice thing. She does really nice work, in my opinion. If people don't like it, like, they can switch off. There's so many other videos.
I mean, ladies, I'm sure you have received a few comments such as, "Oh, why are you so dressed up?"
Oh, we said that before.
This is a nightmare. And in particular, it's a nightmare when we go shopping, because I really feel your pain when I go shopping. Because when I go out there and I see what's in store, I actually always think to myself, you know what? No wonder that women have such a hard time these days when they go shopping.
Actually, it's true, and that's the fact why so many influencers are popping out in every niche. Because rather than to like search the whole web for, I don't know, skirt, what you want to buy, you probably would go to influencers that you like the style and everything, and they are choosing you the options that they like, and if you like their style, probably you like also the pics they get. So yeah, it's a lot that we can choose from now, but also we created this reality of influencers that are filtering all the things. So I wouldn't say it's a bad thing, and you can really like, if you have like a few influencers you follow you like, then you can pick a thing you like. So I wouldn't say it's too bad. So because you really have a choice, and if you want to radically change your style, you can just look up some influencers, follow them, follow a few hauls, and then you're good to go. So I mean, I don't see it in a very bad light that you have a lot of choice and not so many elegant choices, because you have a lot of elegant influencers and you can just copy them or like follow them and see what they get.
Because if they to wade through these heaps of garbage before they can find their gems. No wonder nobody can get their style right. And I also kind of feel bad in a way because, you know, I've been lucky. I wouldn't describe that as lucky, but I've been lucky in the sense that I have educated myself on style. And now I also have some experience under my belt. So I know how to kind of wade through all of that garbage and how to find my gems. Because I know what to look for. And I know what's just kind of trying to grab my attention and just take me to the wrong place. A place that is not suitable for me. And then I also know what I need and what I don't need. And then I know what I want. But the problem is that the average population are not there. And majority of you...
Okay, but to be fair, the average population probably also don't have time to like scan everything, so that's why influencers popped up as and are so successful in niches.
Ladies, I'm probably not there either. And I really want us to fix this because you need the right artillery for when you go shopping. Because, I don't know, how else are you going to stay sane in the shopping process these days?
It's true. It is very exhausting. Like if you go shopping on a Saturday and you're not, for example, shopping online or shopping through an influencer, by the links and hauls, it can be very exhausting. For example, last week I was looking for shoes for this weather. A haul is coming. And I spent the whole day looking for shoes, like in every store, and I found one pair. It's not perfect, so I'm not sure if I will film it. Probably yes, but it is hard to find the right piece. So in my opinion, online shopping is a bit easier because you can use the filter and find something. Because nowadays we have so many styles and it's just an overload of choices.
I don't know. And additionally, actually, stores and brands, I think that they actually want you to buy into these stupid trends. And guess why? Well, because they know that these trends are so temporary. So as soon as they are over, you know, done and dusted, you're gonna be back in their stores again, spending your money, buying into some new trend, aka garbage, by the way.
She's right, with all the trends that are passing, you don't have to buy into trends to look chic and elegant. I mean, being chic and elegant has nothing to do with trendy fashion, and if you're like constantly chasing the next trend, you will never have to wear something in 2 years. So it's a nice thing to buy sustainably things that you know that you will wear the next 3 years, 2 years, maybe even 10 years. Chasing trends you know you will only wear like a brief second is, in my opinion, also not a good thing. So really she has some very good points.
And it makes them more money. So
True.
Classic styles, unfortunately, are not the same type of cash cow as...
I mean, just imagine, we have, in Germany or in Europe, we have 4 seasons, and Zara has, I forgot the right number, but I think 60 seasons? I will look it up and insert it, but crazy amount. So 60 seasons, they change it all over, so even more? I don't remember, I will look it up. And maybe if I don't find it, I will link it later in the description box. But it's crazy how many changes they have, because they always have to have something new in store. Who needs that? I mean, you're just overloaded with things. So she has some really good things to
know that these trends are so temporary. So as soon as they are over, you know, done and dusted, you're gonna be back in their stores again, spending your money, buying into some new trend, aka garbage, by the way.
Good point. That's really true.
And it makes them more money. So classic styles, unfortunately, are not the same type of cash cow as trend.
Oh, by the way, I have a new coffee. I had to change the cards because it was full, and now we're back. So
are. And that is because you hold on to these classic garments for years and years. And you don't go into the store all the time to always buy, you know, the latest this, the latest that. And I really find it sad to see how our mainstream fashion industry is just ruled by money and greed. Now, by all means, ladies, I want you just to know that
I really like this outfit. I mean, super simple, you can get that in the high street for very less money, but I mean, just look, a nice white roll neck, sleeveless, the trousers, I have a similar one, I will insert somewhere in here, from Reserved for like 20 or 30 euros, looks amazing. The shoes, okay, these are Gucci loafers, but you can find something similar on the high street. And this whole outfit doesn't have to be expensive, but is so timeless, so chic. So I really like this outfit. She really has some nice things that she sometimes wears.
I am not against fashion trends, by the way. I think that if that's something that somebody likes, why not wearing it? As long as you wear it sustainably.
But just a little note, I don't really like her outfit. I mean, I like the cut and yeah, the polo thing, but I don't really like the material. I think it would be more elegant if it wouldn't be like this ripped material. But I like the other things, so her nice tender jewelry, like very elegant, very simple. And I love her new haircut. This one really suits her, she looks amazing. And also her makeup is really done perfectly.
As long as you respect.
And if the dress would be like in a normal material, not in this ripped, I think it would look so much more expensive.
Your surroundings, but also as long as you respect yourself. I mean, we have so many classy and elegant ladies who are able to pull off wearing trends incredibly well. And I don't think it's actually the trend itself that's the problem.
Yes, I think so too. There's so many elegant people. I also have an Instagram account, and yesterday I posted something and then I stalked a little bit the people who follow me. There's so many elegant people in here, and I was like, wow, they're so elegant and chic. So we really have a lot of women who are amazing, and as you're watching that, I'm very sure you are also very elegant and chic. By the way, thank you for watching.
I really think that it's more how we are being pushed into these trends and why, but also how some trends are just so inappropriate in terms of elegance and also sustainability, and not really curated for us to look our best, in my personal opinion.
I agree with that. I mean, most of the time if you're going shopping and things are scattered all over, it would be so much easier if in the store there would be like a section for an hourglass shape or like an, I don't know, other body types. Would be so much easier if you could go just there and on this section and pick the clothes that really suits your body. Or if they would have a section with like, here are sporty things, here are elegant things. Okay, we have it with stores. Like some stores are more elegant, some are more chic, some are more sporty and casual. So we have it basically with stores. But she has some good points.
But you know what's interesting though, is that I do think that we also need to stop for a second and talk a little bit about how the mainstream society views elegant and feminine clothing today. Is it even true? The statement like...
No, no, I'm kidding. I don't think that it's called frumpy, having an elegant style. I mean, of course it depends a little bit how you dress, but I really don't agree. I mean, I don't think somebody would call Meghan Markle or Amal Clooney frumpy, but I said it before. I mean, I think it's classy and elegant, it's not frumpy. I mean, if you're dressed like, I don't know, a grandma with like, even then it's not. I think it really depends. But I wouldn't really agree with mainstream media calling class and elegant frumpy. I think they're even celebrating it more and more, but it's only my opinion. Write down the opinion you have. I'm very curious to hear if you think elegant and classy styles are being viewed as frumpy. Let me know.
Classic fashion is frumpy. I mean, is it true that elegance is boring and stuck up? And is it true that femininity is anti-feminist?
No. Well, maybe.
First things first, ladies. The conversation about classic fashion being frumpy, to me, it feels incredibly exaggerated. I mean, sure thing. Classic fashion will look frumpy if you compare it to trends where women are practically naked or wear their underwear or body parts on display. And I think that we have become a little bit blind to how sexualized women's fashion have become today, by the way.
Yeah, that's true, and also it depends where you are. So if you're somewhere in Ibiza, you will see people wearing crazy things. But on the other hand, you're, for example, in Dubai or Abu Dhabi, then things tend to be more modest. Okay, with Dubai it depends also where you are. If you're like a lot of tourists there, then no. But another country. If, for example, you are in China or like in Singapore, more Asian countries, then it's also more modest than, for example, in a party place like Ibiza. So it really depends where you are, where people are naked. I don't think that in every situation they are naked, and it really depends where. If you go clubbing, yes, then it's horrible in some clubs. But if you go, for example, to like a polo event on golf course, people are dressed modestly, and you will not see like people on with thong trends and stuff like that. So it really depends where you are. So you cannot generalize it. But all over Instagram, she's right. So if you compare Instagram, there are a lot of naked people. I mean, also depends on your feed, which one you're subscribed to, which influencers you're subscribed to.
I mean, I am 30 plus years old.
She's 30 plus years old! She looks like 29, beginning of 30? I wouldn't say that she's 39. Okay, camera and everything, but she is 30 something?
Never have I seen in my entire lifetime so much naked fashion like today. So much sexy clothing. It's like I wonder sometimes, is this a fashion trend? Or am I in the sex shop right now? What?
Yeah, depends where you are. With some places I agree.
Going on.
But more likely than probably 50 years ago. But 50 years ago there was not so much choice. But anyway, let's continue.
I'm just confused. So I do get puzzled when I hear the comment, oh, classic fashion looks so frumpy. Well, you know what? Yeah, of course you think it looks frumpy when...
A little thing, I really like her lips. I know she gets a lot of hate comments about her lips, that they are like too plump and everything, but I like it. And she said that they are real lips, and she always gets hate comments about like, oh, somebody messed up your lips. I don't think so. Like, I think her lips are really amazing, like very full lips. I would dream about those lips. Let me know what you think about her lips. But I know that she mentioned a couple of times that she get hate comments about her lips, and I don't understand. I think she looks lovely.
We live in times when everyone is half naked. You know, the jeans hot pants and the crop top is literally the most common outfit that some young women wear today. Anyway, ladies, we also have an issue where women feel kind of concerned that...
It depends. I lived, for example, in the Philippines a couple of years ago, and there you don't really see like somebody wearing a crop top. And that was like a peak season of crop top trends in Europe. In the Philippines, they don't really. They wear more modest fashion. So yeah, but in Europe she's right. I mean, in some places in Europe, in Germany, where I come from, you see a lot of people dressing crop top and shirts or like shorts, stuff like that.
The elegant style makes them feel overdressed, okay? Wherever they go, and actually people are even perhaps pointing it out to them, asking them, why are you so done up?
It's true. Like even sometimes when I go somewhere, you see people looking at you, not always like asking you, but looking at you. But I don't think it's a bad thing. I had it a couple of times that I was like, dressed like I dress, like in a nice summer dress, a bit longer, a bit more modest. And sometimes it happens that especially older women will comment it on like, oh, how nice, and how nice seeing somebody dressing elegant. And I think it's a nice thing. And even some friend, I don't know her so well, but she told me lastly that I really inspired her to wear also elegant and feminine things because she felt a bit more masculine, and like seeing other women dressing up also inspired her to also dress nicely. So I think it's a very nice thing to like just do it. It might feel strange for the first time that you do it. You might get a few like comments, but you get nice comments in my experience. You even like it because I don't know, you feel good, people around you feel good, they compliment you. So I don't view it as a bad thing.
We're only going to XYZ. Compared to today's kind of slacker trends where, you know, hoodies and leggings and running shoes, that is what people can be seen wearing, you know, to fancy restaurant these days. And you're probably going to be overdressed when you compare.
But this also depends where you are. For example, an acquaintance of mine, he told me that, for example, in Greece, if you wear like tennis shoes, sometimes you don't get into certain clubs or, I don't know, restaurants, I don't know, but to certain clubs. You will just not come in. So that also depends. In Germany, almost everywhere you can go, except of Munich. Munich is more classy and chic. But so some clubs are really picky with who they let in because they want to appear very classy and elegant. So that also is, I don't completely agree with that.
Compare yourself to that norm, right? Because the current climate of society is just a bit too much laid back, at least for my personal taste. The thing is that you are not overdressed when you dress elegantly. It's just the casual people who think that you are. But that is because their style is so different to yours. I would say, you know, just wear your own style with pride, and that's it.
Good thing, yes. Wear it with pride, wear your own thing, dress however you want. She's really right with that, and I like that she like points it out. Because for sure many women are too scared to get bad comments, and she's like, do that. I like that about her. She's like very straight to the point.
Maybe an unpopular opinion today, but I'm really curious to know what you ladies think on this. So for this reason, ladies, don't feel strange if you dress elegantly. Don't feel like you are the one that is weird because you are dressed up. It's actually not you who is doing something weird. It's them who are dressed down.
Oh, I like that. I really love it. I think like in Gossip Girl, Blair Waldorf also said something like that. And I like that. Like, I mean, life is so short. Why should you always care about opinions of others? If they don't like your, I don't know, character, clothes, they will not like it. So what? You will always meet people who are not agreeing with you. So just do whatever you like or wear whatever you like.
So the question can actually be reversed. And if someone asks you, why are you so dressed up? You can always answer them. But why are you so dressed down? We go
Good answer.
into XYZ after all. And of course, ladies, don't say it like being on your high horse. Say it with a smile, just to make a point. And the point of my story, though, is that if you want to have an elegant and classic style, you have to be aware that in today's society, you are going to be dressed up everywhere you go. But you know what? Who cares? Enjoy wearing your elegant clothes and enjoy being the best dressed person in the room and the one who actually pays attention to etiquette. Yes, at least you're making an effort, honoring the space, you know, honoring the people and also honoring yourself. And there's nothing wrong or bad with doing so. So these were just some examples of common, elegant kind of myths that I'm sure many of you are dealing with or have come across so far somehow. So if we go back to kind of the technical,
I think she comes across so nicely and sympathetic. Also that she's like not perfectly. For example, you hear it where she like didn't know what to say. Like I think that makes people so sympathetic.
aspect of looking the best in your clothes that really need to speak about. Something that has puzzled me in the shopping process. Why are stores and brands not being more helpful in the styling process? Because majority of their clients are not professional stylists. They don't know exactly how to dress well.
It's funny that she has a picture of Julia Roberts, Pretty Woman. Well, it's true. Like, I mean, she went in with like her stripper wear and she was not well received. Yeah, shops also don't really support you in helping you.
They find everything to be quite difficult. So, as an example, you know when we visit a store in person, I find sometimes, you know what, it's almost pointless to ask the sales assistant these days to try and help you with styling and find the best garments for you. Enjoy being the best dressed person in the room and the one who actually pays attention to etiquette. Yes, at least you're making an effort, honoring the space, you know, honoring the people and also honoring yourself. And there's nothing wrong or bad with doing so. So these were just some examples of common, elegant kind of myths that I'm sure many of you are dealing with or have come across so far somehow. So if we go back to kind of the technical aspect of looking the best in your clothes, then really need to speak about something that has puzzled me in the shopping process. Why are stores and brands not being more helpful in the styling process? Because majority of their clients are not professional stylists. They don't know exactly how to dress well and they find everything to be quite difficult. So as an example, you know when we visit a store in person, I find sometimes, you know what, it's almost pointless to ask the sales assistant these days to try and help you with styling and find the best garments for you because she's gonna, number one, love absolutely everything that you try on. And she's gonna tell you, oh madam, this looks amazing on you.
I also hate that if they're not honest, if they're like, oh, that's the best thing I've ever seen. I would prefer if they would be more straight to the point.
Yeah.
But it also depends where you are. So, I mean, even if you ask somebody in H&M, probably there's no one to ask because they are too busy. So.
And by the way, I know that we have sales assistants that absolutely are not like that. Shout out to you. You are a small group of honest sales assistants who are really there to help and assist with styling, but unfortunately you are a minority and we need more of you. But the truth is that most sales assistants are not going to be honest with you because they're going to just try and sell and sell and sell a bunch of things to you so that...
Well, maybe they also don't want to sell, but maybe they are also clueless or like a different style. So, I mean, I wouldn't say that they are only having other things in mind. Maybe they are like on a completely different style and they have no clue.
It's not really about what makes you look your best. It's really about the sales process. So That's a little bit disappointing. And it's also sad because, you know, majority of us, we need that help with styling. But then we also have the online shopping part, which I know many of you absolutely hate online shopping.
What do you prefer? Do you prefer buying things online or in store? Let me know in the comments, because in my opinion, I think it's so time consuming going in store and like finding one thing. So I think I will prefer online shopping if I really need something. I also like to go to stores sometimes, but not for things I want to buy. For example, if I really need to buy something for work or some shoes, it's a nightmare to go to the stores. But it's nice for like a day where you browse stores and you don't particularly need something, you just want to browse. So I like both, I would say. Depends on the occasion.
Because it does take me to a very important point. How come almost no online stores try to be more helpful with their customers to buy garments that are actually suitable for their customers? Why are they not being more helpful finding styles suitable, as an example, for the customer's personality?
Well, the stores maybe not, but you can choose which stores you go. I mean, if you go more to Nike, of course you're more sporty. If you go more to we also have to Mango, then you're more on the elegant side. So I think the store doesn't do it, but the choice of a store you have. But for the other things, on the colors that suits you, on the body shape, that's true. I mean, they could have like, I don't know, I mean, some cards in the fitting rooms with this suits body shape X. Could do that. They don't.
Or even suitable for the customer's color complexion or the customer's body shape and proportions. Let me think. Yes, because they don't care if you look good in what you wear, ladies.
Yeah, she's really honest with that.
They just want to sell to you. And the more garbage they can sell to you, the better. It's great for them. Actually, you know what? It's even better if you buy things that you don't end up wearing, because that means that you're gonna always come back because you need something new as whatever you bought last time. That didn't really work out. And now you're gonna blame it all on yourself, of course. Because most likely you're not gonna blame it on them. I'm sure of that. And ladies, remember also what I said, that trends, for them, it's more feasible to sell you all these trends and things. So usually, I mean, oftentimes, what I think, for me at least, can be sometimes an affordable dress, maybe costs around 200 pounds for a dress. But then now I'm seeing, okay, well, all these 200 pounds dresses that I'm used to buying are now costing 300 pounds for a...
I don't know about that. Like, let me know if you feel that clothes also gone up.
Dress. The discussion to why prices have gone up has of course to do probably with the pandemic and...
Inflation, I would say not so much pandemic, but at least in Europe the war and inflation. But a good thing to invest now, to start investing.
Probably environmental reasons as well, and political reasons. And then you also have the inflation happening in some countries. But the problem...
Yeah, in Germany it's crazy.
problem is that most salaries have not gone up, at least not in such high percentage as the costs have gone up. So for this reason, as ladies, like, we need to be, more than ever before, we need to be so mindful these days of how we spend our money.
Really true. And I mean, clothes, if you don't buy this fashion trends, you save up so much money.
And you know what's also kind of scary in this context is I have come across articles and research that show, guess what? You and me, or the average, population, talking now females, only wears 20% of their entire wardrobe on average. So that's about 80% of our entire wardrobe is literally just hanging there.
That's why you should. Yeah, sadly. Yeah, that's crazy. That's really crazy. But with all of this cheap fast fashion, and I wonder like if they have so many seasonal new clothes with such a cheap price, we end up with junk. If we don't really pick the right garments for us and be a little bit more critical with our purchases.
But we have still spent a lot of money on these items. I mean, can you believe it? 20%. So we're using only 20% of our clothes.
I mean, not everything. I don't have anything with tags on, I guess. I really have a small wardrobe, and with all of the minimalist movement, there are a lot of people more cautious, more mindful about that. So, yeah.
Closet. How can we be
So hopefully you also have a small wardrobe.
wasting our money in such way? I mean, we need to fix this ASAP. I'm telling you, ladies. And this is why.
You should also, it's a really good thing to really not spend so much on clothes and rather invest your money and have something in the future that supports you. Because if you spend it on clothes, it will not make like a huge difference in your future. I mean, a few things that you don't have to buy over and over again, but really pick very good quality. So yeah, don't pick trends.
We cannot afford to just, spend money on garbage like this. Especially garbage that's just going to be hanging in your wardrobe. And, we can't spend on things that don't work for us. And we can't afford purchasing the wrong items anymore. Times have changed, ladies. And we have to improve this number. We can't just let 80% hang there in our wardrobe just like that. And we have to stop buying these things that we don't wear. It's like
It could also be that we just have too much, or a huge percent of the population just has too much stuff and they don't need so much stuff. I mean, nobody needs like a huge walk-in closet. Do they have really that many occasions to wear everything in this closet? I once read an article, I think it was around Marie Kondo, that she had a client, that she had the client had 500 dresses or like a crazy amount of dresses of like a similar style of dress for one season. Yeah, then you don't need that many things, so really be cautious about that. So she really has some good points.
Disease almost. So I really believe that we have to start.
If you have like a smaller wardrobe, then you are more cautious about what to wear, what to buy, and getting dressed is more easier.
Buying with more clarity, and we have to now buy kind of with the right intention, more so than ever before, because of this reason, because of everything that's going on in our society. So now,
yeah, that's true. And even also like environmental reasons. There's a good documentary. It's called The True Cost. It's a really good documentary, and it's like you will see like the impact that fast fashion has on this world. So be really, if you have something, mix and match it and try to wear it as much as you can. I mean, not everybody can afford like something from a designer or high street luxurious premium brands. So I don't think it's okay to buy cheaper things. I also do that, but buy less. Buy less. Don't buy like huge hauls with hundreds of items. Buy less and like really buy the things you really need and you will wear for a long time.
no more shopping on impulse, ladies, and no more thinking that, I can just wing it. I know kind of what I need. And then you go shopping and then, wow, turns out, again, you're buying something that you're not going to wear.
Yeah, true.
So believe it or not, I actually spend far less on my clothes than you would think that I do. I mean, yes, okay, I do have some designer items. I do buy those items at times, but majority of the times I buy mid-range brands. But I love to buy mid-range brands that I can get as a bargain. So I really try to find my budget bargains, basically. It kind of became a little bit as a sport for me, and it really does start as this, a bit like a hobby for me, okay? After I educated myself properly on style. Because I kind of, you know...
By the way, the pictures are amazing. Like here on Paris, on this bridge, like the pictures are awesome.
My own thinking started adding 1 + 1 together in terms of, okay, what would...
I wonder who did these pictures. I would love to hire that photographer as well. Looks really amazing.
So what does it? And how does it work to actually find those hidden gems? Because there is a strategy for that works. You just need to find out about it. It's not just something that really happens by pure luck, but it's actually not that hard to implement once you know how it works. And truly everyone can learn this, by the way. So I actually want to show you some pictures. Pictures of my own outfits, okay? So here we have the first picture. So I'm having breakfast at...
I wouldn't say it's a bargain for like 99 euros, a jumpsuit. It looks expensive. But I think 99 euros isn't really such a cheap price. For like 100 euros you can get expensive looking jumpsuits.
Four Seasons Hotel, and this is a 5-star hotel in Florence. And I'm wearing this, you know, really simple but very good quality linen dress.
Yeah, for 99 euros you can expect a good quality jumpsuit.
And it didn't cost me a lot of money. This dress cost me only 99 euros. And for me, it's a bargain price because of the quality that I got. And I'm really sad that you actually can't see this dress in real life because it is so underpriced. And actually a little style hack I'm gonna tell you. Because it has these kind of, you know, textile covered buttons, that raises the expensive...
Yeah, that's true. I mean, I agree with her. I have one skirt, maybe I will show you that in a second. I will insert a picture. It is very cheap, or it was cheap, but like the buttons, if they have like the same structure or the same material, it looks so elegant. I will take it for a second. Wait a minute. Don't go! Stay here! Are you still here? This is the skirt I want to show you. It has this nice tweed buttons. It was also very affordable. And it wasn't 100 euros. It was more affordable than 100 euros.
The look of this linen dress versus if it was just like some really cheap plastic buttons. So that's a little hack, by the way. Now, the second picture. So here I'm in Venice and I'm doing some sightseeing, and actually here we have another nice...
Yes, it looks nice and elegant, but again I wouldn't really say that 100 euros is a bargain. It looks nice. But 100 euros a lot for like such a dress. I think you can go cheaper a bit. I think you can get the same dress for 50. Yeah.
99 euro dress, but actually the quality of this dress, it can literally surpass the 1,000 euro mark.
I don't know about that. Like 1,000 is huge for a dress. I wouldn't spend 1,000 for a dress.
I mean, I have seen dresses very similar to this cost more than 1,000 euros. And this dress was a big hit because, first of all, the cut of it is incredibly elegant, very simplistic.
Yeah, but the cut you can get the same, similar cut. It's a very simple cut. Also on fast fashion or like cheaper stores for much less. And of course you have to look a bit and find a bit, but I think 100's a bit lot.
But the dress is made out of very kind of good quality cotton, but like it's a cotton mix actually. So the material or the shape of the dress, it really holds its shape, because sometimes like fast fashion cotton material, they can really look flimsy, they can even be a little bit kind of see-through, or even, I don't know, have a bit of a rough touch to it. But this one, it had this really silky and smooth and kind of sturdy feel, making the dress hold well her shape, and the price for this type of dress was such a steal. I love this dress so much. And then we have the other picture. Okay, my last.
Okay, 168 euros for a dress. I don't think it's a bargain. I think it's a very normal, reasonable price for that. You can, of course, get cheaper than 170 euros. I don't know.
Last picture for today. So now I wanted to show you which is...
I mean, it's a normal price for the dress. It's a nice dress. I wouldn't combine it with a green back. But I don't think it's a bargain. I mean, it's really pretty elegant and everything, but it's not a bargain, in my opinion. I mean, I don't know how much she spends or which like benchmark is her prices. But yeah, like if she buys dresses for 1,000 euros, of course, then 160 is a bargain. But on like a normal salary, that's a lot for a dress you only wear once.
You can look expensive in a gown, and this one I wore for one of my photo shoots. And by the way, gowns usually cost at least a couple of thousands, even higher or something.
I don't agree with that. You can get very nice dresses or like gowns for more affordable, not thousands.
Times, you know, it can cost like 10,000 if you want that.
I mean, of course, it depends where you buy. Like if you buy gowns at Chanel, for example, then yes. But if you, buy it on more cheaper brands or like mid-range brands, they're not thousands.
But here I was able to grab a bargain of a gown that literally cost as much as a premium item at Zara would cost. This one cost 168 euros. I mean, how is that even possible? The question is, why was I able to find these items at such low cost, and why? I know now some things that I believe are really important to know as a woman, especially if you want to look your best. Because I know all the technicalities of what works for my unique body and what doesn't. And I also know now what styles I should be looking for when I go shopping and what styles to avoid. And then I also know, of course, my own style. I shop only where I see that, okay, my style is represented here, and then I just avoid the rest. Then we have the other part where I know what I need, okay? And I have stopped fooling myself thinking that I need kind of other things than what I need. So that's like a little bit abstract way of looking at things, but that's so important when you build your wardrobe. But then we have maybe one of the most important things when you actually scout for items on a budget is that you need to be very clear on what details to look for when you are inspecting a garment, because there are certain details that are going to tell when a garment looks cheap and when a garment looks expensive. So I always check the fabric.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, you definitely have to look at the garment and like expect it. That goes for every piece of clothes if you want to appear elegant. Not everybody wants that.
I always check the color, and I always check the buttons, the stitching, up close, ladies. Very important. So I overall check the construction and also the fit before I buy something, okay? And if these things, if they, check my boxes for looking expensive, then they are Anna Bay approved. And then
I like what she does, like Anna Bay approved. It's like a stamp, like a brand.
go and buy them. Believe it or not, although the fashion industry, there's pluses and minuses with it today. So it's not all just horrible and bad. There's actually a good thing out there for us ladies. And that is that because the kind of fashion industry or well, there's so many brands out there, right? It's a massive market out there. And you have a lot of brands that are actually hidden gems out there. Because fashion today is incredibly competitive these days. And you know...
Yeah, that's true. You can really find everything for every price. Like the skirt I showed you before.
That actually it benefits you and me, the fact that it is that competitive, because more and more brands, they are now competing on price. So even, you know, brands that have quality items, they are kind of lowering their prices so that we are able to find, you know, that sweet spot where you and me are able to find kind of those hidden gems and score massive bargains. Because we're able to discover these brands who are not like too expensive, but the quality is really high, because they have to compete on price, so they kind of make it work somehow for them, and for us, we feel like we get loads of value for the price, and that's what you should be looking for. Like that is the sport that I'm a bit addicted to find those brands and buy those what I call hidden gems. And I am actually going to reveal this shopping strategy in great detail. And I want you to learn it step by step on how I do it. So this is something that I'm going to be teaching in my brand new course, because I have created a course just of fashion.
Now she mentions it. Okay, so she's selling us a course.
And style. But we have a few more things to uncover in today's workshop. I will be talking about my course a little bit later, so definitely tune in for that. But I want to actually talk to you about a thing right now, and I'm sure you have felt this, because, you know, with the rise of social media, and you know, we have so much inspiration of cute looks on social media these days. We're literally bombarded and surrounded by, you know, beautiful women wearing these amazing outfits, and women also showcasing, you know, maybe clever ideas of how to put outfits together and so and so. But then when we go and we try this ourselves at home, we're like, something is missing. What's wrong? Why is this not working? And that's the thing, ladies. It's probably not working because you might have a completely different style or personality to this person who is, I don't know, recreating some outfit. Or you might have a completely different body shape or proportions or scale than that person. And maybe, you know, this person, maybe the person is some, you know, petite rectangle with low rise and long torso. And then you have you're this tall, let's say, I don't know, inverted triangle with high rise and short torso. No wonder you can't make it work for yourself.
Yeah, true. You sometimes see people and you really admire them, but if they have a different body shape of you, it wouldn't look good on you. So know your body shape and know influencers with the same body shape.
And by the way, if you are very confused right now with what I just said, and you might think, okay, this sounds like she's talking gibberish, literally. I'm actually speaking in technical styling language. And this language, it is important to know. But anyone can learn it, and it's actually not that complicated, but it's so important. But does this mean now, ladies, that you cannot follow your favorite influences anymore? And that you, I don't know, that you have to like only follow influencers that look like you and dress kind of like you or live like you? No, and that's not the point. You can follow me if you want, but you look completely different to me. That's not the problem here. The problem is that I think you should take inspiration from as many different people as possible, because it just broadens your range of inspiration. inspiration and you get greater perspective in developing your own style. But you need to know all the technicalities of fashion styling, because only then will you be able to actually just go on Pinterest, grab whatever picture you like, find that look and just recreate it and apply it on you by making certain small amendments that are necessary for it to look good on you. And that's, ladies, how you are able to be influenced by people and make it work on you, because you always need to just tweak a few bits and bobs, but you need to know what you are tweaking. So, and you know, another thing also is that this topic of fashion is so incredibly popular everywhere. YouTube, magazines, social media, you name it. It's truly a mainstream topic. But still, many of us feel that, okay, I think I know fashion. I think I know what looks good. I think I kind of have a hang of it. And it's true, we kind of know styling. To some degree. But why is it that even though we know so much about fashion as a collective, why do we still know so little? When I say that, I mean, why do we still not know enough to just go out there and look through all this garbage that's presented to us in store and instantly be able to find our hidden gems and instantly be able to look amazing with whatever we find, whatever we put on? Why is it still not that easy? It's because, ladies, your knowledge, it's not technical enough. We oftentimes don't.
I would say it's not easy because there's so many body shapes and a lot of stores cater to different body shapes and trends. So I wouldn't say that we don't know about that. I mean, of course it depends. Probably some people don't know how to dress on their body shape. And some just don't want to.
Have the proper technical education on style, because we might be fed with mainstream media, we might be fed with fashion tips, with cute pictures, and we might watch.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, sometimes you get overwhelmed with Instagram and want everything and it doesn't suit you. So,
you know, a few YouTube videos with technicalities, but you might be thinking that, oh yeah, I know style now, I know fashion, I know now how to style myself because I watched a few YouTube videos. But as a YouTuber myself, ladies, trust me when I say that there is a big difference between watching a YouTube video on fashion and style and then actually educating yourself properly on the subject. It's a massive...
Well, it depends on the YouTube video. I mean, that's really helpful. Not everybody has like the time to get like a certificate. I think YouTube is a great help. I mean, also I really enjoy like Anna Beys' fashion content. I think she has amazing tips for like looking elegant, nice, chic, blah blah. Also, for example, if you follow Freddie My Love, also great support for looking more feminine. Yeah, like sometimes you need more like in depth or need to try out a little bit, try and error. But it's a good start depending on which influencers you watch. And maybe you will watch me.
The difference. You have to go through a certain syllabus and system to understand the technicalities and science behind what looks good and what doesn't, what works and what doesn't, because there's kind of almost...
Yeah, but you get a lot of inspiration from them, so...
like scientific reasons to what works and what doesn't. And, you know, I'm saying this also based on my own content, like a video on YouTube that teaches you about how to dress for your body shape or how to look expensive in summer, it's not going to teach you what you must wear to look your best, okay? This type of content is going to give you some really fun ideas on what to wear, and maybe, you know, even fix some minor issues in your styling, but it's not going to teach you how to think like a stylist or how to dress yourself like a pro. And you also need to understand that YouTube is primarily an entertainment platform. You know, it's a place where creators, they create short, snappy videos.
Yeah, like, of course YouTube is more for entertainment. I mean, also education, but you also always want to be entertained while watching a video. Hopefully, don't you?
And that's why I really cherish my online course platform so much, because in there I can really go deep on subjects that really need and deserve a deep dive. YouTube is just not suitable for that. And style is a topic that needs proper education, and it needs a deep dive, because there are just so many technicalities that must be presented in a specific order so that it makes sense. And you know that anyone can learn this, and anyone can become a stylish woman, and this is not something we're born with. No. Style is something that we learn, and usually comes by educating yourself. So, for this reason, ladies,
Of following the channels?
I decided that I wanted to create my first ever course on style and fashion, so that you can become your own stylist, and so that you know how to value your garments like a pro. But also to do it exactly like I do it, because I have a special technique that I use. And I actually want to share that technique with you ladies, because I really want to help you succeed on this chapter on personal style. And I also want you to stop wasting your money on clothes that anyway not going to work for you, or you're not going to wear them. So after my image consulting training that I did years ago, I actually went back to the drawing board, and I wanted to develop a few concepts of how we can utilize styling and how we can simplify styling to really make sure we can get it right every single time. And I also had kind of the elegant and the feminine style in particular in mind, because when I developed this process, I knew that many of us, we don't want to buy into all of these trends. We need some additional support that is more surrounded around classic fashion, but unfortunately there isn't much information like this available for us online because of the times that we're in today. So I have developed this formula called the spice strategy that
Okay, let's have a look what the spice strategy is.
you can actually apply every time you evaluate a garment. So every time you want to ask yourself the question, should I wear this? Should I not wear this? Should I buy it? Should I not buy it? Does this work on me? Or does this not work on me? Do I look elegant in this? Do I not?
I mean, it looks more like guidelines. You make some certain guidelines. You want to wear this colors, you want to wear this fits.
Don't look elegant in this.
So
So the spice strategy is a format that is actually going to make all of you ladies know how to evaluate the garment by following a formula that works. And you don't need more than this, ladies, because I don't want you to complicate things beyond this. All you need is to apply this spice strategy method when you evaluate your garments, and then you're just good to go. Okay, I think I'm already spilling a lot of secrets to you, but I really...
is she spilling a lot of secrets? I haven't really seen anything that really like shocks me. Like, yes, you create guidelines for yourself if you want to buy things. I mean, look, maybe it's helpful for a lot of people, but for now we are 40 minutes into the workshop. I haven't really seen a lot of things that might help me with decluttering or like creating a good wardrobe. It's more like a selling workshop, like an upselling workshop, so she wants to promote that. That's okay. But I haven't seen the secrets she mentions, she spills right now. Let's continue. Maybe we grab some secrets.
I really wanted to share it with you for the first time here in this workshop, because I've been working on this for quite some time. So yes, I'm releasing this brand new online course, ladies, that is fully focused on fashion styling only. And the course is called The Elegant Stylist. And
nice name, by the way. Elegant Stylist really sounds nice.
the goal is for you to become your own stylist. And we're utilizing this trademark system that I have called the beys strategy in this course, as this is kind of a method that I've...
Okay, what is this beys strategy? So I think it's a guideline, and you inspect it in these little tick boxes, I think. So you look at the quality, at the details, at the suitability, so at the, is it formal for that occasion, or is it appropriate for that occasion? I guess, I don't know. The fit of your garment, so is it your body shape? The style, probably if it's elegant or feminine, and the worth of a piece. So I think there she maybe examines, like, is the stitching nice? Is the material a good one? Will you sweat in that? By the way, I have an upcoming video about materials, so subscribe if you want to see it in the future, where I talk about which materials are worth it, which materials are cheap, and which one you will only sweat. Subscribe if you want to see that in the future, because I think it's coming next week or in 2 weeks.
Developed for learning the strategy, but also implementing it on all the garments that you already own.
I mean, it's a nice strategy that you have guidelines, and for each thing you're buying, like, tick the guidelines. It sounds really nice.
And to the garments that you're gonna buy in the future. And this is a complete game changer for finding your style and knowing how to evaluate garments. Because ladies, this is far beyond any YouTube video, any books out there, because I have been perfecting this course since 2019 after my image consultant training, because that's when I started developing the beys strategy. And now I'm so happy to say that it's ready and it's here to be implemented every time you go shopping, every time you dress yourself, and every time you evaluate a garment, if it's suitable for you or not. So let me introduce to you the Elegant Stylist in great detail, because it is a 5-week training program of pre-recorded videos, of kind of pre-recorded video lessons that you can take in your own pace and time. Each week we have a training, and it's dedicated to one specific part of the beys strategy. So by week 5, the goal is for you to be able to implement the beys strategy literally in your sleep. Yes, I'm serious. That's how well we're going to study it, because any strategy consists of a specific ritual, in my opinion. So the 5-week intensive of learning beys strategy is actually going to teach you this, but the reason why I didn't call the course the beys strategy course is because I wanted to add more tools to the course than just my lovely beys strategy. But I wanted to add some additional juicy trainings that will really tie everything together for you, so that you can become your own master stylist and really start evaluating garments like a pro, and not need to rely on other people's opinions. So I really want to teach you kind of the stylist way of assessing garments. I want to give you the formula, of thinking, not just provide you with styling tips and tell you what's elegant and what's not. I really want to take your styling skills to the next level, ladies, so that you can really start wearing your entire wardrobe, but also so that you stop wasting your money on clothes, become your own stylist, and you will be able to value garments like a pro with my trademark system. You're going to learn things such as finding your own style and stop making the most common and brutal mistakes, which is the reason to why, ladies, you have a closet full of clothes, but you're probably only wearing 20% of it. And we're going to stop that, by the way, in this course. And you're also going to learn how to spend smart, because as you can see with my example, I don't buy only designer items to look expensive. I actually, majority of the time, only shop in stores where I can find bargains. I'm also going to teach you how to look at pricing accurately. What's actually worth it price-wise, and what's not worth spending your hard-earned money on.
That's a very interesting topic, that worth it of a garment, because sometimes you get things so overpriced for like cheap polyester, and Other times you find like really linen things, so things made out of linen, with good stitching, with amazing details, which is really a bargain. So that's really interesting. I mean, for now the course really sounds interesting.
Where you are being fooled, ladies, in the shopping department, we need to uncover that, and where you are making investment purchases. Then we're also gonna look into a deep dive into the details of garments, because one of the main things that I do is to inspect the garments in details. I will be x-raying pieces with my strict eyes and evaluate the garment. Is the garment worth its price, or is it not? Should I buy it or should I not? And you're going to learn all the details that I evaluate, and you're going to know exactly what to look for and what to be aware of. So again, ladies, the Spike strategy is here for you to be able to know these things even in your sleep. You're going to learn this inside out. And you're never going to look at clothes the same way after this training. And the part of the strategy is to also become an expert with your own body. And there's more to our body than just the 5 body shapes that I'm sure you all are familiar with. And we have spoken about that on my YouTube channel already, but I'm not going to overcomplicate things for you, but I'm definitely going to give you some more perspectives than just body shapes. Because ladies, the truth is, you need to know exactly how to dress for your body proportions as well, for your scale, among other things. And you also need to know how to properly work with clothing lines, because there are certain clothing lines that you shouldn't be wearing. I mean, did you know that? And then there are some that are going to make you look amazing, and some that are going to make you look worse. So you need to understand these things. You need to know how you can work with your own body so that you can create the most flattering silhouette with the shape of your clothes. And then we're going to do some silhouette shaping in this course. We're also going to look at how we can work with optical illusions, ladies, because that's fully normal in the styling process, and that's what all the professional stylists do. Because we have parts of us that are maybe symmetrical or asymmetrical, and sometimes we need to add a little bit of enhancement to make things look a little bit more balanced and proportional. And learning the skills of optical illusion styling will make you look your best. So in the last week of this training, we're going to go deep on exactly that. How do we do energetic styling? How do we make ourselves look more exciting, more feminine, more confident, more young, and so on? And ladies, that's just the 5-week intensive. Then on week 5, you're going to get so many bonuses because...
Okay, let's have a look on the bonuses.
Wow, I want you to be ready, ready to...
Okay, 5 workbooks, mood boards. Is mood boards really a good bonus? Mood boards, you have Instagram for mood boards. Cheat sheets, color palette, quizzes, certificate.
Pick up after this course and really go on to the shopping floor, or even just into your own wardrobe, and be able to kick...
I wonder how long these lessons are each week, because if they're only like an hour long...
Started.
I'm curious what the price is of that course.
New elegant stylist you, and you will be equipped with the best tools ever. And all of them are actually Anna Bay approved, so I can't leave you ladies before you get your hands on my secret budget shopping strategy formula that I've been telling you about. Basically, you have heard me speak about this secret method that I use myself. You know, I use it in my everyday life or in my shopping life today, so that I'm able to find these amazing bargains that cost the same as Zara clothes, pretty much. Maybe a little bit more, but in that price category. However, they are in such better quality than fast fashion stores. Then you're also going to get bonuses related to understanding what colors you should be wearing, and you're going to get color palettes. You're also going to get various mood boards so that you can really visualize styles and get some inspiration of what to wear for your own unique personal style. Now, last but not least, I can't leave my elegant stylist behind, my students, without giving them some indication of what items they should be focusing on buying now to complete their elegant and feminine style. So I'm going to give you a wonderful elegant capsule collection checklist that will make it easy to understand what items you need.
I mean, there's a lot of videos about what you need in your wardrobe. I mean, the bonuses don't really seem so grabbing for me. Like, okay, you have mood boards. Well, Instagram is also a huge mood board. The certificate, I mean, what do you do with a certificate? The lines, the colors. I mean, the course in general seems very interesting. Well, like, I mean, how to inspect a garment really sounds interesting. 5 weeks for just inspecting, not sure, but maybe she will tell us what is the content in each week. Curious about that. Let's have a look.
Guess what? That's not everything, because I'm
That's
actually
not
added
everything.
a last minute bonus just for you ladies who are here with me right now. And this bonus, I think you're gonna love this bonus, because I've actually created a massive bonus, a much bigger document with hundreds and hundreds of links of what items you should buy. But please note, this is a time-sensitive bonus. This bonus is never ever going to be offered again besides this week. And you're going to be able to just go out on week 5 and purchase these items online. And even if you don't end up buying anything of these items, let's say you have limited finances at this stage, this guide is still going to help you tremendously to understand, you know, my online shopping strategy, how I evaluate garments, and which ones make it to the NFA approval.
Yeah, I mean, links are also not that new. Like, you have links in every haul. I don't know if she does a lot of hauls. I have to look it up.
List and which don't.
But I really want to get to know what she teaches us in week to week, because so far the bonuses are not so grabbing.
So, ladies, don't
And I want to know the price.
miss out on this amazing bonus. It will expire, so it's only available for you right here, right now. Don't miss out on this opportunity. So, having said all this, what is the cost of the Elegant Stylist course?
Now we are speaking.
And you know, when adding all of the true costs together, as an example,
Yeah, I mean, I understand why she does that, like the marketing tool, like it's more expensive if you do it yourself and you spend more, but it's a bit like, come to the point.
the image consulting training that I took together with the color training, you know, that cost me well over £5,000. So let's not mention...
Yeah, okay, but I mean, you cannot really compare like an in-person workshop or training in London versus an online course. But let's see.
You know, this decade...
I mean, for sure, this should be less than like a London certificate, blah blah, you know. Yeah, but for sure it will be less than 5,000.
as well,
I mean, right now I'm guessing like 200.
where I had all these trial and errors figuring out fashion, trying to crack the formula of well-dressed women and figuring things out. And I learned it I was self-taught in that department. So that is in a way priceless, because I made quite a lot of mistakes, and now you don't have to, you know, do the same mistakes. You don't have to do those experiments on yourself to kind of see what works and what doesn't. I unfortunately have to make those mistakes, and I ended up missing out on many opportunities in my life as a result, because I made mistakes, I didn't present myself in the right way, I lacked style, And fast forward all these years later when I have this knowledge and I know, okay, I should have done it this way. I know I would have gotten so many better opportunities, and it's kind of sad actually that this is something, these are opportunities that I'm never going to be able to get back. Like, these are years that were lost. So I can't even put a price on this fact, ladies, for what died.
The pictures before were priceless. I mean, yeah, you can look at that way, that you could be quicker on the way, but I mean, life is a journey, so I value my old ugly pictures now, looking back at them, so... But yeah, of course, I mean, you save a lot of money not having like the trial and error, like seeing, does it work, does it not. But let's be honest, like, if you grow up, like your teenage years, you experiment a lot. But yeah, it's quicker to have like a guideline. I agree.
It's worth, or has been worth, because that is absolutely priceless. And I really don't want you to make this mistake. I don't want you to figure this out by yourself, okay? So adding all of the individual module costs on top of everything, ladies...
20,000! The total value. Okay, but of course she will not charge us that much, thankfully. But 20,000 is a bit, I would say, overpriced.
This course
See,
truly...
let's see what she really charge us.
Its value is...
For 5 course modules, 5 workbooks, a masterclass, a cheat sheet, mood boards, color palettes and quizzes.
Well over $20,000, because we're adding also all the course fees that I have spent over the years. But I'm not going to charge you $20,000 because I really want you to have this course, you know, accessible for you and to as many of you as possible. And usually though, I would charge around $1,900.
2,000 euro. Regular price. It's quite a lot. Whew. But maybe she has like a discount?
$197 for this course, but this time I'm actually gonna undercharge heavily because this is the first time that I'm
Drum roll.
releasing this program, and I really want to give you a special price that will actually only be available for this really short time that this course is now available. So I'm gonna give you a massive discount, ladies.
Okay, 479 euros. I think it's still a lot. I mean, okay, 5 weeks, so 100 per week, but I think it's still a lot for like an online course that's pre-recorded. For sure she has like a lot of professional help. She has like, for sure, like a professional photographer, a videographer and somebody who cuts a video, so yeah, you can expect a lot of good quality, but still 500 euros for an online course. It's quite a lot. I mean, maybe she has some further discounts. Let's see.
Today this course is going to be reduced 75%, meaning that you're going to get the elegant stylist and all the bonuses for only $497 US. Yes, you heard me right. This price is this low because this is a special occasion.
It's low! It is low! I mean, yeah, I mean, it's quite a lot, in my opinion. And I mean, I'm not a student or anything. I have a salary and could technically afford it, but 500? I mean, what if you're a student and you don't earn so much? I think it's quite a lot. I mean, maybe if you're married to a rich husband, then it's okay, because then it's not your money, but if you have to pay it, I don't know, 500 euros for like a course? But let's continue watching.
Offer. It's a one-time fee only, but you still get lifetime access. Those ladies who wish to do a 2-pay would be charged, however, 2 payments of $297 twice, okay? And there will be 2 weeks in between those 2 payments. So you can do a 1-pay of $497 US, or you have an option of doing a 2-pay of $297 US, so you do that twice. So if you want to join me, ladies, we are starting on Monday. Go to theelegantstylist.me. But I'm going to quickly just answer a few questions before we end today's workshop, because I know that for some of you ladies this investment probably is significant. And
okay, now there are some Q&As. Okay, I think the Q&As we don't have to watch particularly. Like 500 euros is quite a lot. I think it sounds interesting, the course. I really do think it could help. I would like to see what she teaches us in from week to week. But I wouldn't enroll in this online course because I think 500 is just too much for an online course. For 200, maximum 300, I probably would try it out, but not for 500. So her content on YouTube is really great, and for sure if you enroll to the course you will not regret it. I'm pretty sure her video skills and professional video is amazing. For sure she hired a professional videographer, editor, assistant and an end. It's still a lot. But if you want to take it, I'm very sure it will bring you to the next level, to the next fashion level. And yeah, but I'm going to continue with trial and error, I guess. So if you want to take the course, let me know how it is. Maybe I will enroll next year if she ever opens up the course. But maybe I'll also add a poll somewhere in here, so you can like click if you enrolled or not. I'm very curious how many people will enroll to the course. Actually now, like in the stock market is so low, I think it's a better investment to adopt, because I don't know, 500 is a lot in my opinion, and it's only pre-recorded. I don't know how long the modules are, she doesn't say that. And I don't know what she exactly teaches, and the workshop was good, but I don't know if 500 euros would really worth it. I mean, if you have it lying around and you have like a rich husband, then like go for it. I'm passing on that course. I really like her content, I really like her YouTube advice or videos, but charging 500 euros, and I mean, she has quite a big following. She has 1,023,000 subscribers. 1,023,000 subscribers. It's quite a lot. And charging 500, I think if she would charge a little bit less, and then more people would enroll. So I'm passing on that course, but let me know, what do you think? Are you planning to enroll at Anna Bey's course? I'm very curious why you enroll or why you don't enroll. Let's discuss it. I mean, I think you can enroll still for a couple of hours today. So let me know what you think. I'm very curious about that. I really hope you enjoyed this little workshop review and my opinion about that. If you want to have some styling tips, I also have some playlists in here where you can look elegant, chic and feminine in spring. Or if you want to minimize your wardrobe and looking for some inspiration how to mix and match to your wardrobe, then I have a whole playlist in here. So if you're not subscribed, subscribe to my channel so you don't miss any glamorous videos. And stay chic, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!